Happy Friday. Okay, so talking about volume, we're just going to be taking values and plugging them into different formulas. The formulas are literally listed there for you on the sheet. They will always be given to you. You don't have to memorize them. We just need to know how to plug values into the formulas. So obviously this R represents the radius. In this circle or in this sphere, we're given the diameter. And so you guys are pretty good at this. We know that we take the diameter and cut it in half or divide it by 2 to get from the diameter to the radius. So when I'm taking my radius and plugging it in, volume is equal to 4/3 times pi times half of 16, which is 8 cubed. All right, if pi is in your equation, I want 2 answers. So one, the exact answer, and then also a rounded answer. So when we're plugging this into our calculator, getting nice and close. So we're going to take 4/3 and just convert it to a division problem. Times, I'm going to leave pi out because I want an exact answer, so pi is going to be in my answer. So I'm just going to times 4/3 times 8 raised to that little caret button, the 3rd power. And then I can end the parentheses. I hit enter, and I get 682.7. So 682.7 pi, because remember, if I do not put pi in the calculator, I have to put in my answer for the exact answer. And then it's centimeters cubed. These are 3-dimensional figures, so we are cubing the units. All right. From there, we can take that exact answer and convert it to a rounded answer. So just like we did with arc length and area of a sector, we're just going to take our exact answer and multiply it by pi, and we get 2,144.7. 2,144.7 centimeters cubed. Good on that one. All right, so rectangular prism, this one is not on the formula sheet, so you will need to memorize this one, like the formula. It's super easy though, it's length times width times height. So we have our length, which is 10. We have our width, which is 4. And we have our height, which is 7. Just multiply all those together, you get 40 times 7, which is 280 yards cubed. Super easy. Okay, next one is the cone. So R obviously stands for radius, H obviously stands for height. So we're going to take 1/3 times pi times the radius. Well, the diameter, we're given the diameter, the full length of the circle this time, so it's 6. Again, we can cut that in half to get the radius. So half of 6 is 3, and then the height is 8. We just square the radius. So we have 1/3 times pi times 3 squared times 8. Since there's a pi in the equation, we are going to give 2 answers. So 1 divided by 3. I'm going to skip pi and do times 3 squared and then times 8 and get 24. So my exact answer is 24 pi yards cubed. And then again, to go from exact to rounded, 24 times pi, which is 75.4. Questions about that one?
No.
All right, moving on to a cylinder. Again, R is radius, H is height. Very similar to the cone formula, except it's all of it. It's not just 1/3 of it. So pi times, we have the radius this time. It only goes halfway through the circle. So our radius is 10 squared. And our height connects the 2 circles together, which is 11. Again, we're going to do an exact and a rounded answer. So I'm going to ignore pi at first, hit 10 squared times 11, and we get 1,100. So 1,100 pi inches cubed. That is my exact answer. And when I multiply that by pi, I get 3,455.8. Is this legible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Miss McDowell.
Okay, last one, which is maybe the most, not confusing, but kind of confusing. So this big B, the big B represents the area of the whole base, which the base is the bottom of the pyramid, obviously. That is a rectangle, so we know that the area of a rectangle is length times width. So instead of big B, we can think of it as a length times width because the base is a rectangle. So we're going to take 1/3 times length times width, that's the base of the pyramid, rectangle, times the height, and then I'm just going to plug those values in. So length, 9 times 10, and then the height is 12. This time there's not a pi in the equation, so we're just going to give one answer, but 1 divided by 3, that's my 1/3, times 9 times 10 times 12, which gives me 360 centimeters cubed. The big B would change based off of the base of the pyramid, but we're going to stick with rectangular pyramids for now. All right, good luck, do good, see you on Monday.